There you go.
Okay, awesome. So I am Jana. The names on the slide here are unfortunately wrong. But yeah, I'm Jana. I'm a graduate software engineer at Kainos, and I will be telling you about the company. And then Karishma, who's also a graduate test engineer, will continue talking about the opportunities available at Kainos at the moment. And then we'll talk about our own experiences. So if we go on to the first slide. Perfect, yes. So Kainos provides digital solutions to the private and public sector. They have been going for 35 years. There's offices all over the world. Their head office is in Belfast, and there's a big office in Birmingham, and London, where I'm based, where I'm right now actually, is a bit smaller, and because a lot of work happens on site, on project site. Kainos is growing. Every year there's more and more people that are being employed, and it's an exciting time. Yeah, I mean, the numbers here, I won't go into too much detail, but if we could go into the next one. Yes, exactly. So we have the digital service side, which again could be public sector or private, with things, anything from sort of like service web design to artificial intelligence, like big data, pretty much anything you can think of. We have an innovations team as well that just like research new technologies and find new ways of doing things at Kainos and new services that we can offer to our customers. But then there's also Workday, which is sort of HR management system that is then that we work with, that we help develop and help test, that is then used by a lot of big other companies. Next one. Yeah, again, digital services. Yes, all the companies sort of mentioned on the right, we work with, and yeah, the customers seem to like what Kainos provides, and yeah, some long sort of term commitment with sort of like maybe yeah, Ministry of Justice, HMCTS. All right, next one. Yeah, Workday is quite a big part of what Kainos do. There's a big Workday team, but I've not really worked on it too much, so I can't tell you too much about it. Right, next one. Yeah, and Karishma will take over with some of the opportunities that we have at Kainos at the moment.
Hi, also, as Jana said, I'm Karishma. I'm a graduate test engineer, so I'll be speaking to you all about entry level. So Kainos is targeting to have around 4,000 employees by 2025, and they want that to grow by 30% by entry level. So half of the leadership team at Kainos is made up from people that started in entry level. So for example, our CEO of Kainos actually started as a graduate. So the summer just gone, we've taken on over 200 grads, placements and apprenticeships, and we're looking for a close figure of 250 to 300 for next year. They're all permanent jobs. It's not a scheme, and placements that do well are offered a graduate role at the end. So we have various academies such as Engineering Academy, the AI Academy, Data, Platform UX and UR. And these are all supported by a 18-month program. So there's a short video here, which I'm going to play, if it plays. So unfortunately, I don't think this video is going to play, but I'll send in the link in the chat after the presentation's finished. So moving on at the program. So At a glance, the program, you will start at the entry level academy, which is around 4 to 7 weeks, most likely 7 weeks. This is where you do a 7-week academy, and it's very hands-on, so it's very practical. You'll be working in groups, doing agile exercising and learning about SQL, HTML, and a lot of things in those 7 weeks. Once you've completed your 7-week academy, you'll move on to your entry-level program, which is 18 months. This will go on whilst you're in your project, and you'll attend different types of training courses, presentations to like help enhance your professional skills, your discipline-specific skills, and your business orientation skills. But once those 18 months are done, you're not just left alone. You've still got your support from your people manager or your managers that you work with, and your team and your colleagues that you've met whilst at Kainos. So there are different various roles that we've got advertised for summer 2022, and they are software engineering, data, AI, testing, cybersecurity, UX, and UI. So I'm going to pass over to Jana again, who will speak about her experience.
Yes, so I did a computer science degree at Loughborough. I did a foundation year, and then I did a placement year at Kainos, actually. So I first joined in 2019 as a placement software engineer in London, where I did the engineering academy that was talked about just now, which was incredibly fun, and I learned so much. So anything where, you know, might be sort of where you think you might be missing some technical skills, that it is completely taken care of in the academy. Everyone starts on a very basic level, and then you accelerate very quickly to sort of very sophisticated level. So anything GitHub related that you might not know about will definitely be taught to you there. And then I worked on the HMCTS CMC project, that's civil money claims, where I worked on sort of the service for that, which was very interesting. And then I finished my last year at Loughborough, and now I am working as a graduate, not on a project at the moment, but I'm doing some self-studying. If you go to the next slide. So great things about Kainos is the supportive environment. Everyone, wants to help each other. The company culture, which is really open and yeah, just it's sort of nice. Everyone like gets along. Everyone's very supportive, as I said, and you have the CEO gets really involved with all the things. We have different initiatives. We have a climate group. We have a group for sort of like women in the company, women in tech, and things like that. And then continuous learning. We do a lot of the Microsoft training we get for free because Kainos is a Microsoft partner, and it's really encouraged to do further learning. And yeah, clear structure on sort of how things work with the engineering academy and then your project. And then I think the next slide is an application tip. Which we thought would be nice to do. So my application tip is the way I got sort of involved with Kainos is go to careers fairs, talk to the people there. If a company looks interesting, talk to them, show your interest, and they might ask you to send a CV and maybe even fast track you if they like sort of your passion about technology. And these are some of the events that Kainos has worked with. So actually, yeah, I went to the STEM Women's Careers Fair in Birmingham, which Loughborough actually organized for people to go to. But then like a hackathon in Birmingham and similar things like that is a great way to sort of interact with companies in a more natural way. But yeah, that's my side.
Okay, I'll move on to my experience now. So I graduated from De Montfort University in business computing. I joined Kainos in November 2020 as a graduate test engineer. Same as Jana said, I also completed the engineering academy, which was really, really good. You learn so much. So for example, I started Kainos with not much technical skills, and I feel like the 7-week engineering academy gave me a really good start. We learned about databases, Java, JavaScript, testing, and it also included a 3-week agile project, which was such a good experience. So in your group, you create a project and you work on it as you would in a real life project. So Kainos really like prepare you before going on to your project, like what you'll need, the skills you'll need. And I'm currently working on the NHS COVID-19 testing project. So I'm doing the testing for how the results are processed. So it's really good. It's really like high profile project. So it just shows that you work on really like important projects and, you know, stuff that's making a difference in the real life. So definitely great experience. And at Kainos, you have your project manager, but you also have a people manager. Your people manager will guide you through your career. So it's really nice having someone there that's going to, you know, be there for you, for helping you set your goals, someone to speak to, like, you know, if you want some advice on what to do, like where you want to go forward in your career. And it's really been a great help for me. Like it just kind of lets me set in stone like some goals. So I'll sit with them, create goals. Another thing is when you start your project, you're going to be involved from the start. You know, you've got like, you become a strong member of the team right from the very beginning. You work with new technologies. So for me, an example is I've now been working with AWS, so Amazon Web Services. Something I've never worked on before, but I've really picked it up in my projects. So it's been great to learn something new. And another thing Kainos offer is that they give you opportunities to work on your personal development. So whether that be like, you know, going on training courses or, you know, completing certifications, they're always there to support you and always give you opportunities to do that. So it's really good. My application tip is simple. It's just apply early, apply as soon as you can. You've got a really great chance of, you know, being invited to the assessment centre if you've applied early. So, yep, that's my tip. And just want to say thank you for listening. And does anyone have any questions?
Right, I will stop the recording now. Thank you, ladies. I'll leave you to do the question and answer.